It's your favorite friend, Living, and we back at the Organic Truth Podcast. Let's go. Yeah, y'all. This is my second reaction video. First and foremost, I want to shout out the the podcast that covered this podcast, Big Homie House. Shout out to him. Great content. This is one that just caught my eye. It caught my eye. It caught my ear. Mainly my ear, more to say than just my eye, because I was just listening to this young lady, and when she said that she just can't date a guy that's a 9-to-5 guy, she need a fast money guy. He don't have to sell drugs, he don't have to do this, but he got to get this money in a fast way. She don't want to be in a position to where she ask him for something and he say, "You gotta wait till Friday." She need it now. Listen, look, man. I don't know where the state of the world is, and I'm only saying this for myself. I don't know where the state of the world is going when it comes to these young women, but where are their mindsets at, man? Because I be feeling like some of y'all be so delusional in what y'all think y'all want. But it's like y'all been so conditioned in a way to believe that this is what it is for y'all. So I can understand to where if you're dealing with that type of, and when you're dealing in that type of environment, how it could continue to shape you, not only spiritually, but mentally. And that's where it's wrong, because your spirit needs to be reformed. And I'm not talking about, no, shout out to my church folks. I'm not talking about going to church and repenting. If that's what you do, then do that. I support that. But I believe in spiritually, a spiritual awakening where you transform the way you feel, the way that you change the things that no longer really truly serve you for that particular, for this particular type of evolution. And then that changes. Once you change that feeling inside you, then the next thing changes, which is your mindset. Then you start to look up and you start to be awoke, and you look around you and be like, damn, I can't be this project chick all my life. I got to change something because I feel it in my spirit. Then I believe if you call on a higher spirit and you believe, it will change your spirit. You have to change this thing inside you first before you be able to elevate here, because it comes up and out. See, because I don't know if y'all know about the prana energy. When you was a baby, you know that little soft spot in your head, that's the only part of the cranial. I'm sorry, I said cranial. The cranium that was not fully developed. And if you was to press that, you could feel the top of a top of the brain of a newborn baby. But that's where the prana energy focus from. It comes from down here all the way up. Research yourself. I'm not gonna go into it in depth, but make sure y'all follow your boy on Instagram, on TikTok living_king1, Instagram living_king247. We're gonna get into this video, man, because I'm starting from a place to where we could just really just listen up until then. I haven't watched this full podcast video, so bear with me. If I hear some stuff that I need to comment on, I will. But man, hopefully, listen, I just want to get to the part that really, really rang bells in my head, because I truly don't understand. Like, women, y'all just want so much. Y'all want more than y'all could chew. And like, there was a video I watched earlier today. Just you know, I have a certain time I spend on social media, and there was a time. There was a video I watched where the guy said, "Men, oh damn, I can't think of his name, but he also a podcaster. But when I think of his name, I will, I put it underneath, like in when I post this video." He said, "Men can't be men can't be ran through because the young lady on the podcast say, yeah, men, y'all be run through anyway." He said, "Man, men can never be run through." He said, "Because for one, do you have a penis?" Excuse my language for anybody underage listening. No. Can you go inside of somebody? No. For therefore, men can't be run through. He said, because I can run through each and every one of y'all. Because I have the tool to do so. And that was respectfully. Just to sometimes bring women be so high above earth. I don't know where they're getting this stuff from. And nobody's not telling y'all to go back down to the whole caveman era where you do everything a man says. Nobody's not telling y'all that, but y'all had to understand, men are men, women are women. And I don't want to sound misogynist. I don't want to sound sexist. But I just gotta call it for what it is. This is me speaking my truth organically. Don't hold me to the hellfire on that. This is just my opinion. Not solely what I believe, because I believe in so many other things, and I know that when you have a good woman in your life, she can make a man better. And nobody's not saying that she makes a man better by being barefoot and pregnant with an apron on in the kitchen. No, she puts that battery in the back of a man when he's already out there fighting against so many odds against him. But when he comes home, he don't need to be fighting another battle. All he needs to be doing is coming home to love, support, and encouragement. And that's facts. Organically. Let's get to this video. Yeah, man, like I said, I'm learning how to do these reaction videos, and I'm just working out some different type of platforms. This one right here it causes me to share my screen, so don't mind all the tabs that I got up at the top, please. And if you see something inappropriate, don't hesitate to tell me, because we all family here and we grown. So, let's get it.
Doesn't mean that I'm out of here.
This big homie, he the
like
pride.
you're not can't no woman say, "Oh, Kodak was blowing my shit up."
Well, definitely. That's some thirsty shit.
Yeah, look, see,
it's a difference between chasing
I done this shit before. Like
I got niggas that DM me, just keep DMing. Like, nigga, if I ain't responding, what the fuck don't you
right? Especially if I ain't even opened it.
I'm gonna unfollow you and I'm gonna just unsend them DMs.
Right,
like,
just stop. Yeah, that's just stop.
Wow.
And all these other dudes on blast.
Drop your cash out.
On me.
You got to. Yo, y'all see, this is all scrolling. This is me going back to the top. This is all scrolling. You know how much you gotta scroll? How many messages that is?
That's creepy and that's a turn off.
That is very
regardless
weird.
of what you're saying in the message, that is a turn off. You seem like you're real creepy.
But if I'm really interested in a chick and I feel like she's playing with me, I'm gonna send her that. Stop fucking playing with me message.
Oh, it's like that on God.
Okay,
I be like,
we'll do whatever we gotta do.
He mad. Yeah, he's not playing today.
Stop fucking playing with me.
Y'all like him.
And I just need
that nigga want me to pull up.
Because y'all like this stuff.
Aggressive shit?
Oh, Midwest, that's why we on there. Indianapolis.
I'm from Atlanta. Stop fucking playing. Stop fucking playing with me. And that's the accent. Stop fucking playing with me. Damn.
My first of all, who you talking to?
That's that. Ooh.
Yes.
But y'all never know I say, oh, that's when I look at the phone like.
But it get a response. That shit get a response every time.
This is wild.
Hello.
Stop fucking playing with me.
The one in the leopard.
Like she on some stupid shit for too long. Stop fucking playing with me.
Okay, so how y'all feel about like the overly nice guys? Like y'all prefer a nice guy or like the stop fucking playing with me type of
nice guy.
I need both.
I do need both too. I need a little bit
I
of
need to
both.
You
know.
want a nigga that's nice to you.
Yeah, I need to know that I can't walk over you, but I don't want you to disrespect me neither. Like, I ain't with that aggressive ass fighting ass shit. Like, I done did that shit. I don't fuck with that. No nigga, I don't fuck with that nigga putting your hand. But I do want a nigga like, bitch, like, hey, chill the fuck out. Like,
You don't want to be
my nigga with it. Like,
That made the
I ain't gonna say, don't call me on my name. Don't call me on my name.
Tell me, man.
That made the
Please,
coochie go woo woo.
please
Like, you
transcribe this for me.
but I
man.
definitely want, like,
I
when
get
we
it.
in public, you know, do gentleman ass shit. Like, let a motherfucker know that you respect that you with me and stuff like that. Like, for sure.
So you want a nigga that you can feel comfortable in?
Yeah, for sure. You supposed to be my protector. You supposed to make me feel a certain way. For sure.
I fuck with that. I fuck
if
with
I'm
that. Niggas like,
protecting
feel.
myself-
Like I feel
Yeah.
like as a man in relationships and stuff, even when I'm with family, I like making
I'm
sure the
protecting
that
myself
really
from
it
you,
does something inside of me.
do
Like,
I
damn,
make you feel
everybody
like
here good.
I'm
We
your
good. Like,
protector?
if I'm walk through the house at the end of the
Shoot,
night,
you
everybody's safe,
attacking
sleeping in
me?
their bed or whatever. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
like, I
Everything
want that
good.
nigga. That
Being
type of nigga.
secure,
Everything
yeah.
No, but you
good.
know something that I always say, and people be looking at me crazy. Like, I don't know if this because I'm from Chicago, but like, I can't fuck with no nigga that work a 9 to 5.
What
I don't
the
know
fuck?
why. I just need a fast money ass nigga. It don't
Whoa,
necessarily
whoa,
have to be like drugs or like fraud, but like rapping
Talk
or
to me
like
nice.
dealing with media or like shit like that. Just like get
You
it.
want a nigga with no? So hold
Like,
on. What?
like if I come to you and I need some shit, I don't need you to be like, well, my check come on Friday. Fuck that. I need you to get that shit right now. Like,
So
I
what
feel
you
like it
doing?
depends with the 9 to 5.
Everything.
Like if you 9 to 5 at Burger King or something, hell no.
What's
But if
wrong
yeah,
with
because I know
In-N-Out
that
Burger?
Friday check about to
Pay
have
they
multiple
managers.
no, fuck
zeros.
that
They
little
get
bank
paid
shit. Shit, that's a fraud
120.
nigga.
You can
What
give
the
me a banker.
She
Give me
said
a
that this
banker,
banker
a doctor,
Are you
a
drunk?
lawyer,
If you doing that shit,
a specialist,
like
not a
this.
pediatrician, a
Yeah,
specialist.
If you
know,
doing
that
that
gonna
shit
be
to
six
cover up
figures.
some shit,
She
like
don't even
let's
know
say
what
the
the hell
nigga
she
that work
talking
in the
about.
bank sell fucking drugs, like I'm with it.
She don't even know what she's talking about.
You
Give me
on
a-
the you on the
What the fuck is going on?
Mortgage
down.
Chase Bank.
What the?
It's gonna
No,
be
I
six
just need
figures.
Maya!
that.
Girl,
No,
you
I just
don't
need a
know.
hustling
Nigga,
You want a
mentality.
Kit
Keller
Kat?
ain't making six
Nah.
figures at JP.
Nah, I'm
All right, what if they got a regular job but they side hustle is bringing in the fast cash, but it's still
But what's
stable
a
money
regular
too?
job?
Okay. So let's put it out there. So
Like
It's almost
lawyer,
like
a nigga
banker,
that-
Yeah, but
doctor.
that's not a 9
listen,
to 5.
listen,
You
listen,
out
No.
here.
listen, Linda.
You
This
really
girl
work.
is in
So
the
you got a
leopard
nigga.
all
So
the
you got a
way
nigga that's
gone.
making $500,000 a year. He
She
don't got no.
contradicting
He don't
herself.
sell
She
drugs.
want a
no
hood
shit like that.
nigga.
But you got to.
It depends on his. No, it's not. You can't compare that. Like you can't. This is what I
Who the
mean.
heck is
I
selling
really think I
drugs
fuck with the
in
niggas type of
2024?
mentality. The reason why I don't say a 9 to 5 because
Half of the
a
drugs
9 to
is
5 is you know you
illegal.
getting your check every other Friday, right? And it could be the most basic job.
Majority of the
Lawyers,
drugs is
doctors, and shit,
legal
they don't work
now.
9 to 5. So I'm not saying
Who's
like I
selling
wouldn't want no nigga
drugs?
like that. But I need a nigga with a hustle
If you
mentality. I
out
have
there
a
selling
very strong
drugs,
hustle mentality.
this
If
a
you're not
public
on the
service
same page as
announcement,
me,
man.
I
Hold
can't
on.
fuck with you.
Announcement,
Like
man. Hold
I
on.
need to be like, I need 50,000.
Wait, 1 second. 1 second. I had to pause that. If you out there selling drugs in 2020, I'm going to say it again. If you out there selling drugs in 2020, all I can say to you, respectfully, without saying what's in my mind right now, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Because there's no way you should be selling drugs illegally in 2024 because majority of the stuff is legal. Now, we can sit here and I know people will get in the chat and they're going to say, well, cocaine, heroin. Yeah. I ain't saying they ain't out there. Cocaine been around for a long time. Way before that heroin was born and that crack cocaine and all that shooting up with the needles, man. That go back way to the 40s. Cocaine been around. Marijuana been around. That other stuff is man-made. If you out there on the corners selling drugs that is legal, you a wild boy. And you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Let's get back to this video. Because ain't nothing much I can say about y'all, man. And these chicks. These are the type of chicks y'all need to be dating, obviously. So
1,000 Next Friday. What you finna go do to get this shit? Oh, well, I gotta wait till the check drop. Like, no, nigga, fuck you. No.
You better go.
The nigga made 500,000 a year. I'm pretty sure you got 50,000.
Right, but what if you don't? You can't fuck with
for this chick, so she could go
True.
spend it.
Ross. I feel like that's cool for right now because I'm still young and I feel like bring me all the adrenaline. But then again, I know I want something like real stable because it's a certain lifestyle I want to live. It's a certain lifestyle.
But I'm not necessarily saying that I need a nigga that sells drugs. And if you work a 9 to 5 as a bank teller at Wells Fargo, you can't do shit for me.
Okay,
but yeah, not a bank teller. Let's get a VP. Let's get a senior vice president.
Never asked a nigga
You
for
said
shit.
if he can't give me $50,000, what are you going to do to go get it? What are you going to do?
But that's what I'm saying. I can go get this shit, but I want to see if we're equal. We supposed to be equal. We a team.
I see what
you got what job do you have that's not 9 to 5?
Big homie,
that's
don't
still
we're not going to incriminate nobody on this motherfucker.
Like I'm just saying,
don't you support that ignorance, bro?
They getting cases consistently, but they not 9 to 5. They on their time, right? That's what I mean.
Like,
I don't need no nigga literally scanning shit like waiting on the motherfucking $7.50 an hour. No, I'm not doing that shit, so I don't need that shit. Like I don't need nothing like that. But I don't have anything against a nigga that does fraud or sell drugs. I don't. But one thing I will say is, if you choose to do that shit and you play your fucking self.
Whoa! So I was just gonna say that. So if that nigga get yammed up doing some fraud shit to help you out, you out?
This girl.
If you helping me, I'm not out.
I'm done with it, man.
No, I don't encourage fraud, nor do I encourage you selling drugs. But if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But let me say something. There's definitely ways of making money without you doing that. But if you so overly wrapped up in shit, I know niggas that do that shit to support their business. So they business is flourishing, but they did that to get to where they are. That's different. But if you just doing that shit around the clock because that's the only way that you can make money and you get locked up, no, nigga, you dumb as fuck. Now, if you doing that shit and you don't get caught, but it's for like you trying to like launch your brand or something, that's different because that's how you know how to get it out the mud. I ain't got no problem with it. Like, no, that's not.
Basically, you just want somebody that always know how to find a way.
Get your money.
Yeah. And if you down bad, you get fired, I know it's still going to be income coming through.
I'm so glad.
And then you okay with however you got to do it, but necessarily not.
Yeah, just be smart about it. Basically, if you stupid, fuck you.
Because, man,
I can feel that because I feel like
look at him just smirking.
I feel like my daddy was like that, not selling drugs and nothing like that.
I say, damn, you gonna snitch.
Having a certain mindset because of where you come from, and then you transition until like elevating it without having to do illegal ways or whatever. And that's I feel that.
Like on some not even not trying to be funny, but on some like power shit like Ghost. Like, of course he was doing all that shit, but he was trying to get somewhere. That's what I mean. It's okay to do this to get to this. But if you just doing this and it's all that you want to do, then it's like, no, nigga, because you will never get out of this little box. Like, I don't want you to be in this box forever. Now, if you want to do fraud or sell drugs to get to being this person, then that's fine. Just be smart about it. Like, period. If you smart about it and you get locked up, I'm 100% behind your back. But if you being dumb and all you want to do is sell drugs and you get locked up by nigga, like, fuck, you being stupid.
Just said that's what
I ain't got time for it. I'm going to tell you that from jump. Like, don't look at me for fucking hot chips on your books because nigga, it ain't that.
Shout out to the straight solo.
Finger waves. So, you know what, though? That dater, though. Yeah, she gotta be around.
That was a lot.
Okay, that's something all right.
I grew up.
Cheers one more time.
Yeah, we're gonna cheer, but I don't want no more.
Cheers to the homies.
Finger waves.
We here.
100%. It look
so we're going to the next topic.
Come on.
Let's slide into Oh, ladies, I got a personal question for y'all.
Oh Lord,
this is gonna be Big Homie's bedroom.
Oh shit,
that's the only part I
segment in a minute
about.
But you don't got to chime in.
Beyond that, I have not listened to this podcast.
Ladies, how do y'all know when y'all got good pussy?
Okay, yeah, we got.
Oh my God! Woo, Jesus, Lord, my mama might see that.
I don't have to post so many episodes on my Facebook, and that's where all the family is. So shit, at this point.
All I'm gonna say is, if you know, you know.
But how?
God damn it, I know.
Period.
But every woman say that though.
I feel like every woman do say that, but
reacting to this stuff,
you know.
I mean, as females, we never want to be the topic.
Nobody
of
ever
discussion.
gonna tell the truth as a female.
We
Everybody
never want to be the topic of discussion.
Nah.
But if I hear motherfuckers was like having a conversation and be like,
I'm gonna be honest and all of that stuff, but I just
go ahead.
I just can't get myself to.
You ain't saying a nigga. You ain't saying a nigga.
I know.
We're not putting that nigga name out.
But I just gotta
talking about drugs and talking about everybody who
I don't know
was coming up and doing their thing.
I just know that
less than a minute.
About this.
Yep.
It's on
I
camera.
Maya.
I don't want to do it on camera.
Put the cup down.
This is so
Put
good.
the fucking cup down.
I don't want to do it on camera. And you know what? I'm not
Less than a
doing
minute.
this to degrade my black
This is
women.
really.
I love y'all.
That's what they said?
I promise you I do.
In this cup.
Some shit I mixed.
I know. Some mixture.
Maya, you don't want to tell us?
Like, come on.
There's a few seconds.
Because I know motherfuckers want
That
to
shows you
sort
the
it.
immaturity.
We're not gonna put that nigga info out there, no shit like that.
You ain't got to put his info if
Oh, he gonna
motherfuckers
know.
watching it.
He gonna know.
Yeah, we done.
Fuck.
Let's flip it on.
We done. Yeah, man. Look, I ain't gonna hold you that long. But what I will leave you with, and this is just my opinion, and it's not an expert opinion, it's more so because I've been through life. I've dealt with certain things. So this is just my perspective. Women like that, if you have an inch, young fellas, an inch of good sense in your mind to where, like, yeah, you've done some things to where you had to do that to make ends meet or had to get it out the mud. But the real ones don't glorify that. And you don't deal with women who glorify that. Most of the successful stories you see when you see them depicted on movies or in books, it's the guy who is smart but doing what he got to do to get to where he want to get to, and he end up dating the girl who going to college who book smart and she gonna become a doctor. You cannot be a smart hustler knowing that you want to get to a certain level so you don't have to do this no more, to deal with a chick who tell you, I can't date a person unless they getting this fast money. That ain't gonna get you nowhere. Oh, that ain't gonna get you nowhere successful. It's dang sure gonna get you behind them four walls, lower or top or bunk, with the toilet right next to where you sleep. That's where it's gonna get you. Or it's gonna get you 6 feet in a pine box on a t-shirt. Or those dudes who so-call you, they homie, but don't teach you anything. Don't value anything that they see in you that they can keep you from doing to make sure that you better yourself so you can go on to the next level. I'm talking to all you young folks, and I know y'all might listen to my podcast and y'all might not. But the ones that do, trust me. Y'all keep talking about these old heads. Oh, fuck them old heads. They Listen, we different. We a different breed. We a different breed because we got the best of both worlds. If you've been born in the 80s, you grew up that means that you got access to the 70s and 60s because of your parents, and you got access to the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and beyond. So our intellectual is intertwined. So growing up in the hood in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, y'all don't think it was way harder? Y'all think what y'all was going through and wherever y'all at, the little stuff y'all was going through? No, that's luxury. We was really going through it. Really. Think about what the people in the 60s and 70s had to go through. Go a little bit further to be able to get certain type of housing. To be able to get equality, to get their kids to a decent school or education. Y'all bugging. And now what we have is a product of a split society in one culture. To where it's all or nothing or nothing at all. Pick and choose. Because what's going to happen is we got people coming into this great country. And I'm going to keep it a bean because I'm speaking my truth organically. And for a little disclaimer, because I don't want nobody in my comments to be talking wild and crazy. This is me only giving my opinion from my personal experiences and what I see from my intellectual knowledge beyond my ignorance. We got people flooding into this country. God bless them. But they get treated way better than people that look like me who've been over here and have ancestors that died, bled, that cried, that got mistreated, enslaved. And we still sitting here fighting for civil rights. Y'all better wake up. And then y'all got my young queen on here talking about she can't date a nigga unless he getting fast money. No 9 to 5. What do you think a business owner is? He working more than 9 to 5. That nigga working 9 to 9. 12 hours. 18. Oh, you think he getting a bag? You should have been with him the first 5 years he started that business. Because I bet you his ass failed, started up, failed again, started up, and just started seeing some money in the red that third time in the second year he was doing that business. Y'all wild for me, man. Y'all wild. Y'all too wild. And anybody that want to watch this, go on and watch it. Big Homie's House, episode 9, coronavirus. Is that what it's saying? Coronavirus, yeah, coronavirus episode, full episode. And y'all can watch it. Listen, this is my first time getting hip to my brother's podcast. It looked fly. You know what I'm saying? But I just came across it that, man, I was trying to post. I do my post, every day. Some days I might slip up, but because I do all my stuff manually, no AI, no point intended. But I was just sliding and I came across this. I said, what? And I just couldn't ignore how ignorant this young lady was sounding. And when I say ignorant, that's not an insult. It just means that you have a lack of intelligence or knowledge. You see what I'm saying? Knowledge. And that tells me her ignorance is based upon what she grew up upon. She grew up with this type of lifestyle. You feel me? So it's like the lifestyle kind of created and shaped her spirit, which ultimately shaped her mind on how she think and she see things, on how she feel things should be when it comes to a relationship. Mind you, she probably not even in a relationship. Because no person that would say that I would think would say that and be in a relationship. She would have been bragging on her man. You know what I'm saying? Like, because now what she has is she has a specific agenda because she has a man and she know how he does. My man does this way. And I could have respected that. But the way she's coming off is saying that like she just out here just freelancing. But if she does have a guy, and that's how and this is how her guy is, and he hustles and he grinds and he do this. Listen, I support that. Then everything that I've been saying has been null and void. But until then, if she don't have no man and she out here freelancing, then I'm not gonna say her opinion don't matter, but you really don't have no grounds to stand on to be able to be speaking like that. Like, what do you bring to the table? What's your skill set? I mean, you got Women out here grinding, nurses, and shout out to all the independent women. And when I say independent women, I'm talking about the women that got it out the mud, that hold they man down. And when I say they hold their man down, I'm talking about the ones who get into relationship with good men to where she fall off and he bring her back up and hold her down like he should, because a man should. But when he fall down, she come back and she bring him up, uplifting his shoulders. That's the way it should be. And I'm not saying 50-50. But a woman knows, I'm done with all this percentages. A woman knows what she needs to do, and a man knows what he needs to do. And I think with all of this mess, it gets misconstrued. Then you have a confused man. Then you got a confused woman who talking about she don't need no nigga. Or she don't need nobody. She don't need no man in her life. This is wild. But I'm going to end with that. Please tell me what y'all think. Hit me up on the DM, on my Instagram. Send me a message on TikTok once y'all see this uploaded. And I love y'all, man. Organic Truth Podcast is a podcast for the people. And so I leave you with this. For all my people, women, teens, and men, and young men, whenever in doubt of your vision, allow your plan A, B. See, I'm slipping. Allow your plan B to enforce plan A. And I say that to say this: without a voice, there's no truth. Without truth, there's no voice. Organic Truth Podcast. Blessings.